Basically lived in a shed for 2 years.
Moments where you just want to do something that might cause trouble.
All the time.
Yes.
Probably.
All the fucking time.
Although I didn't have that intention whenever I came here. I just wanted to build trade, establish something, a community.
Yes,
I guess
arena. People do enjoy.
Yes.
Drink.
An arena with dreams of a grand arena.
But no, it's never how it works. You remember back. Never how it works. Oh well.
Let's see, if I remember correctly, I can't quite see them, but let's see how this works.
Here's a character that you enjoyed more and why about Wild RP. Well, probably Saffron, because she got to do law. And I had a lot of really cool stories with Saffron.
What are you aiming for?
But I also had really good stories with Holly and...
It's just,
Emerald.
smoke arrow is all.
Having to look at this menu. Do something with it. Was that hand camera? Yeah, Xander right there is played by Sully. And then the guy next to him is his brother. That's played by Avi.
How long do we give this? Five minutes? 10?
Well, how long do you think it takes to get from wherever the...
About 5 minutes.
Yeah, so that should be about
Who
right.
fell in love?
Well, Isle, that's... I'm sure you have questions, but... Well, that was a basic introduction to a few of the faces around here.
The people down there?
If, well, Phi was the short one. And, of course, Xavier was the one who was being very quiet and very attentive to his horse.
Yes, I've met him before.
Yes, and what was your impression of him?
It was brief. Mainly that he was young.
Yes. Was he with anyone else at the time, or was he simply rushing somewhere? Or were you the one rushing somewhere?
I was likely rushing somewhere, but I believe he rode with our group somewhere. I'm trying to recall where or for what. I can't remember, though.
Well, if he didn't leave much of an impression on you, then I suppose that's a question for later, but did you pay attention to anyone else that was down there? Anything stick out to you?
I'll be very honest, when there are those many people all interacting at once, it's,
A bit of a headache.
It's chaos. And I can't focus on any one thing too well unless I have an interest in it or someone speaking to me. find my mind wandering.
Yes, that can be the case. People tend to overlook details, not pick up on things that are going on around them. I'm honestly surprised that, well, we weren't accosted, but it might simply be they were too distracted by everything else going on.
I see. No, it mainly seemed like there were some people who were sparring, and the majority of everyone was watching. I remember the older woman with an owl on her shoulder. The gray horse that was smaller than ones I've seen before, and then a very tall woman dressed in skins behind it.
Yes, well, the short woman with the owl is Granny. She is the one who sponsors this particular portal, and, well, she is one of the few people that wasn't immediately turning against me. In fact, I think, despite everything, this whole event has turned her a little bit closer towards me. I was the first person she ran to when she found out, well, what happened to the others at Castle Savage, the ones who threw themselves onto the pyre.
I see.
As for the tall woman, well, apparently her name is Tempestua, and, well, according to Fi at least, she is the new king, or queen, of Castle Savage. Which, I'm not too certain how that would be passed along to her, some sort of relationship to Korgoth, but that's a name we need to pay attention to.
You think she will rally against us?
It's possible. And given the way that Fi was speaking, more than likely.
We may wish to finish.
Was she to Korgoth? Was she a friend? A lover? Family?
Well, that's what we need to figure out.
Man, I wish I had
It's a
chocolate.
name that I haven't heard in anything other than just, well, just now.
The only thing I heard was that she was with Rat Blaster, and Rat Blaster worked with Korgoth.
What a name.
Because he
Yes.
fought. So is she a mercenary or something else?
Well, taking over the reins of Castle Savage, and doing so quickly, especially with the apparent loyalty of the foot soldiers she had with her.
And she had the Silent Legion with her.
Yes, well, they weren't Silent Legion. They were wearing armor similar to it, yes, but one of them was speaking with a very strong Sumerian.
Oh, yes. That's right. I see.
But given that loyalty, I would assume she is a relative of some sort. Possibly a sister or a cousin or someone with a claim to the castle at the very least.
She did have the stink of corruption on her. I could tell that from afar. Just by her gaze, even. Unnatural.
You say that like it's an entirely bad thing.
Of course it's a bad thing. She's being ruled by forces outside of this world.
It is possible for people to stare at the outer darkness and stare back without losing themselves completely. It's a very rare thing.
A very rare thing, and it takes great discipline and practice. And even if it is achieved, it's no guarantee.
Yes, I know.
It is why I do not use magic so flagrantly. I've cast 3 spells since I got here. Even that was draining.
I would be a little bit more careful. We have people arriving.
Oh, is there a queue? Need to get in.
Yes, we're just waiting on some other,
Oh, Sark. Tempestuous. Sark is the fella that made the fruit salads.
Oh. Hello.
Yes, hello.
Also, you are gonna have to bend to get through this door. I'm sorry about that. I didn't know. You just don't. You're not even wearing heels.
I know, I'm just so immense and I can't help it.
Also.
Oh my goodness.
The fellow in the armor that's inside the door. I don't know if it's one of
Oh,
your fellows.
yes.
It's kind of blocking the way. She's a big bitch.
One safe. One.
Sorry.
True.
Bitch.
No, it's alright. I embrace my title as bitch. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, bitch.
Yes, bitch!
Jesus Christ, we need to work on that.
It's
Queen.
so. It's very strange to hear him say slay bitch.
Queen, yes.
You queen of Castle Savage.
That's
Yes,
the bitch
well-
queen to you.
Yes.
Wait. Oh, I know a goddess called the bitch.
Bitch
And what do
queen
you
of
think
Castle
about
Savage.
Butch? I think he's a bad
Yes.
man.
See. Tell me, what are you to Korgoth?
Why does it matter?
Oh, it matters a great deal.
To you, perhaps, but not to me.
I'm just
Gee.
wondering why the castle
So tall.
is giving its loyalty to you.
These people playing giants.
Not everybody in Castle Savage got along with Gorgoth, you know.
I hated him. I respected him.
I mean, look at her. Isn't she a wonderful looking woman? Except please don't, like, tear the door of my yurt with your crown. I just realised that might happen.
I'm just curious though. No offense meant.
Oh, you should come and get some drinks. I've got plenty of drinks at home. Like, I've had
At least it makes sense here,
for like weeks for you, you know.
right?
I'll come and take some drink, Granny.
It's ridiculous on like a Red M server or something, but here it makes sense. It's fine.
I was not sure
For low fantasy.
because she hadn't seen me inside the refuge before.
Huh.
It is a lovely home. I'm sure you will enjoy it.
Oh, she's not gonna fit through the doors.
Yep.
Yes.
You
I am bored of this conversation and wish to leave.
conversation. I thought you were just staring at
Wasn't
each
really
other.
much of a conversation.
Indeed, it was
A lot
not.
said with no words.
Oh, okay.
I suppose so. Be seeing you.
I will be around for some more salad, probably. I'm gonna spray
Man, this
that.
armor set looks so good.
Yes,
Oh
well,
well, don't worry. I think I'm the little adorable lady to
Yes.
so it's okay.
well, I think an answer to the relationship between those two would be appreciated. Don't push the
Hey, don't-
issue if you can't
No,
figure
no,
it
no,
out.
no. I already know it. They didn't like each other.
That's
It's not a
an
surprise.
answer. She's
She like
family.
she's not related, but she was in Castle Savage, eh? I think she was there for like years ago. But she was very good friends with Siri.
I see.
No, she and Gorgoth, no love lost there, so... I know that much. He used to call her a bitch all the time, that's why she's kind of adopted that title.
Begrudging respect. So... possibly another Lord Regent that, well, simply grew to not like the man, but respect him enough to take over the mantle once he's fallen.
And that I do not know, to be fair. She was mostly checking on me since she heard from Kikimora that I'd come up to tend to the pyre, so... And I said that she could get back to Castle Savage through the refuge, and she'd never seen the refuge before, so... You know me, I like to show people the place.
Yes.
Wait, are you folks planning on coming through at some point? Is that why you were hanging outside the yurt instead of taking shade?
Yes, we've got some guests that are coming along with us, but we might have to leave them behind if it takes too much longer.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, they'll be around if you're wanting more company. Callie doesn't need me running about after trying to train her no more, so I will be at home. Pinky, get in. Come on, out the way. Oh, did somebody... Oh no, somebody in the rocking chair thought I was buried under sand. Everything okay though? Because you're...
Have a good day, Granny.
Ominously quiet.
Good day, Granny.
Yes, we're fine.
Ominously quiet is very concerning.
I wouldn't say it's ominously.
Time to see you.
Don't worry, she does not scare me. It's fine. I can be sassy at her and it kind of puts her off her guard. It's fine.
Oh.
I see. Well, Ronan, I see you've found your hat again. Or a new one.
No, actually. The short, annoying one still actually has my hat. This is one that, Isabu had, Magnus make.
I
He
see.
stole your hat?
No, just in possession of the hat, technically. But I don't think I'm ever gonna
Well,
get
thanks,
that
Demon.
back.
And when you say short, annoying one, that's... who, precisely?
Which one do you think, Sock?
I think that you're going to have to be specific.
Yes, that... given, well, a lot of personalities around here, that can be...
Yes, there are many short people as well, and many giants.
The one who lives near water, Sock. The one that I'm around consistently.
Oh, fine then.
Yes, which other one do I hang out with?
Well, I've never really considered them to be too annoying, so, well, you have more intimate knowledge of them than I do, so...
What is that?
They burnt my house down, so yes, they're an annoyance.
Puppy. Puppy, 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 puppy. No! Puppy! No. Come here.
So... well, I can see where your annoyance might spring from at that point, but at the same time, I thought you were very comfortable in ditches as well.
Well, I'm back in the ditch now, aren't I, Sock?
Yes, but you're still working with them.
Yes, because they have the contract.
And your contract doesn't have an unconscionable... you know what? Never mind.
I was going to say, how often do you think your employer blows up and burns down your house? You don't usually put that in the fine print.
No, but I do usually have unconscionable behavior involved in any contract that I have. Anything that's just outside of what civilized people would normally do. And I would consider blowing up a house to be fairly unconscionable. Especially if it's only in retaliation for throwing a slipper, even though that can probably bring up a lot of bad memories for some people. I think Zingarans in particular have a bit of a traumatic ancestral thing with that.
Either way, it's not important.
Well, I'm sorry to hear about your misfortune.
Oh, great. We might be getting another bomb cyclone here on Friday, so that's cool.
Back in their good graces.
Goodness.
Maybe they will give you a new home.
I very much doubt that. Either way, as long as they keep paying, they have no fear of ever getting cut by me. If not, and they stop paying, well then I guess I'm free to do and get hired on by others as needed again.
Of course.
Perfect. I can think of quite a number of people that might need to get cut.
Do you say cut?
And you're the one who doesn't want to start war, right?
That's why I said might. It's purely just as a precaution. Sorry.
No.
I don't think I'm going to start anything. I think it's going to be the other side that will start.
That is the way it is feeling.
What even is the other side at this point?
Who knows?
That's a good question.
A lot of very confused people who are very inconsistent with the way that they present themselves.
Harris, it's basically a
The North,
hurricane,
the
but
Highlands,
hurricanes
people who have been
form over
saved
warm
by the actions
water.
of certain people,
This is a
but they
big
still don't
circling
appreciate
gigantic
it.
storm formed over cold water, and it's extremely low pressure, and it just causes
Just
bursts
because
of
it's
wind to
the
go
way they
off
want
very
to have
violently,
things
so they call
play
it
out.
bomb. A bomb cyclone.
Because they
I don't
would
know.
Instead, have someone be mocked.
Sounds ridiculous, but that's what it is. Look it up.
Not paraded around, fought on a battlefield. Well,
No, they
wherever it
wanted
might be.
they wanted to draw as much as they could from Gorgoth, and they were going to do whatever it took. But no matter what they would do, Gorgoth would never speak. I believe this to be true.
Yeah. I saw dozens of trees downed on power lines today, so it definitely hit some areas harder than
We'll just have
others.
to see. I'm madly hoping things get interesting again. That way people are more tempted to hire and ask for jobs.
I went by
I
a
do believe that time is coming, my friend.
house I drive by all the time, and they had one of those little bus shelters outside
But
the
as I
house
said,
for their
I'm not
kids,
the one that's going to start this.
smashed in half by a tree. On the map, it looks identical to a hurricane, so yeah, exactly. Yep.
All we can
That's
do
what a
now
lot
is
of
wait.
people think.
It's a hurricane, but not a hurricane.
And you're gonna find yourself getting angry and you might just slip. And then you're the starter. And then people hire. You never know how the world is going to turn out, Xander. I'd be careful if I were you.
Is that a threat? Sounds like a threat, chat.
There's a very good chance that they will probably try to hire someone to come after me. Maybe the pirates, maybe you, maybe some other mercenaries. It's only a matter of time, I think.
Yeah, he hasn't.
They're all sharpening their knives, plotting, scheming in the shadows. I've been at my palace, waiting.
I think we waited for Sven long enough.
Yes, I'm tired of waiting. Let's move. Do you want to come, Ronin, or are you going to do what you do best?
Sulk.
I think I'll end up
Brood.
stopping in and greeting Granny and seeing how she actually is. That and partaking in some of the alcohol she has stocked for me.
Well, then we are going the same way.
Yes.
Oh, well, then that's convenient for everyone involved, apparently.
Yes. Ronan, just brief moment before. I'll catch up to you on the other side.
I'll meet you there.